Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Li Ren, representing CoinReach Private Limited. Today, I'm going to talk about the business trends that we see developing with the growth of cryptocurrency and the blockchain industry. This is non-technical, so it's quite easy to digest. So before the presentation, I would like to do a short introduction of our company, CoinReach Private Limited. We're a company that focuses on doing cryptocurrency-related marketing and advisory services in Southeast Asia. The team has many years' experience doing business and working in various parts of Southeast Asia, and we are also experienced working for cryptocurrency companies. So
Hi, Liren, sorry to
Hi.
cut you off. Yeah, your presentation right now is not visible. Yeah, the
Oh,
people could not
okay.
see. Yeah.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay, let me. All right, can you see the presentations?
All right. Yes, they can see it right now. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry. Yep. So sorry for the interruption. Yeah, so just a bit of preface. Cryptocurrency and blockchain technology has created significant business trends in many industries today. So for today's presentation, we're going to talk about the various industries that we see a business trend developing as a direct result of cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies. So we are not going to talk about industries like F&B with no clear business trend, despite there are some use of blockchain in their supply chain and some F&B outlets adopting cryptocurrency or even McDonald's memes. Yeah, so because there's nothing much fundamentally changing in this industry. We're only looking at those that are adopting and changing significantly. Okay, so the most obvious business trend is of course those that are pure cryptocurrency business. So starting in about 2010s, Bitcoin mining was a new industry and mining grew big. And then after that, we have like warehouses of mining equipment and even specialized mining equipment. Then after that came the specialized centralized exchanges that specialize in the trading of cryptocurrency due to increased retail participation in this space. And then as VC investments increase, and then a lot of tokens were created, another business trend developed whereby this centralized exchange were actually listing cryptocurrency tokens for a fee. Yep. And then after that, about 2000, later part of 2010 until today, a lot of cryptocurrency are going to proof of stake. So you created another business sector whereby it's largely validator nodes on and staking services company. So if you're in this space, you might have heard about names like Stickfish, Follow, Figment, and so many more. Yep. And then, of course, in the more recent few years, we have banking-like organizations like Celsius and BlockFi, whereby they are focused on those retail cryptocurrency deposits in return for some kind of interest. Then next up, of course, the growth of cryptocurrency has also impacted the programmers and developer industry significantly because in there's a lot of demand for cryptocurrency whereby companies want to build their own metaverse, they want a cryptocurrency token, they want to create GameFi or adopt blockchain technology. So you can see this you can see this demand for IT skills growing significantly. And today, about 20,000 people are working actively in the Web3 space. This excludes the part-timers, which are hard to track. And in fact, I think the numbers are likely to be more and grow and bigger than that. So the best programmers also used to work for big tech, and they're now going into the crypto companies. Yep. And in many countries, right, there are also companies whereby the service is simply to help other companies tokenize their asset, create an NFT, or even write a new blockchain. Hence, this business trend is definitely going to grow into the future, whereby we see more of companies going into this space. Then, of course, like I see a lot of this integration into the traditional finance space. Okay, so in the past, we used to have a lot of stock and forex exchanges, which are very specialized into their own field. Today, some of them are having cryptocurrency tickers on their platform, like for example Robinhood, eToro, IG Brokers, just to name a few. And actually there's so many more whereby you can buy the major few cryptocurrencies already. Then there are also a lot of institutions, especially the banks, who are creating some kind of derivatives of cryptocurrency and treat it as a different asset class. In my opinion, right, cryptocurrency will likely become an alternative asset class of investment instrument. Currently, I think they are already made available to high net worth individuals and institution investments. So most likely in the future, we're going to see a lot of portfolio managers introducing products that are crypto related, and they're going to be placed in the similar sector to things like a private equity or a real estate fund. Okay. Then, of course, with the rise of cryptocurrency and blockchain, we also see that GameFi is definitely the major business trend, clearly growing. Even without cryptocurrency, GameFi is already growing very fast in the past decade. And cryptocurrency is just like adding fuel to the fire, whereby uh, both GameFi and cryptocurrency are complementary in nature. It is very easy to integrate because both of them exist in the virtual world, and there's no real world item that you need to connect these two together. Furthermore, right, many games are already having their own in-game currency, so cryptocurrency fit in very easily. The growth of cryptocurrency, including NFT, also enhances the in-game transactions. So your in-game items and characters can now be transferable or traded on common marketplaces. Like some, I think, like can already find them trading in OpenSea. Yeah, so personally, right, I think collectible card games, something like those in the past, like Magic the Gathering, that type of game, will likely stand to benefit from the most in this growth of cryptocurrency. This business trend is there because because NFT, right, can the cards that used to be real cards can now be NFTs, and the numbers can be controlled, they can be traded globally through a platform and a common marketplace, which are not possible just a few years back. Then, of course, the next business trend that we will talk about is the metaverse. Okay, metaverse is among the newest element of this cryptocurrency, but it's getting very high interest and growth. Currently, the key driver is the idea of the real virtual real estate marketplace within the metaverse. And there are hundreds of metaverse projects being developed today. But in my opinion, right, in the next decade, I think every major blockchain will have only a couple of very large and successful metaverse, and they will draw in all the users in in their blockchain, in their platform, while the rest will simply not work out. I also think that those most successful metaverse are going to be similar to a MMORPG, a very large MMORPG. Yeah, and so, but I do think that metaverse is still very early, and in fact, to enjoy metaverse properly, in to bring enjoyment to the next level, I think that better physical equipment also has to be developed first. Otherwise, it's just like another computer game. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a little bit more on the development. Sorry, now I'm going to talk about the business trend developed with the adoption of blockchain technology. I think the logistic and supply chain industry are clearly the most interested in blockchain technology adoption, because there are many benefits to this industry, like increasing transparency, reducing wastages, enhanced quality checks, and also promotion of using sources of more environmentally sources. Yeah, so the potential of using blockchain to create this very massive network of transparent supply chain ledger record is of interest to both the business and the consumers. Yeah, hence I do think that this industry, logistic and supply chain management, we're going to see a lot more blockchain technology adoption. Some examples that we can see now are like Coca-Cola, whereby they have already implemented Hyperledger as early as about 2019, and of course Maersk and IBM have joined together to produce a TradeLens platform. Another business trend that I see developing in the use of blockchain is in the form of recognizing ownership of identity, especially with regards to the using of NFT as a form of identity. Yeah, a well-known example would be like Body Bios Club, whereby the NFT is like a club membership to private events and intellectual property rights to the image. And further to that, right? Like companies like IBM also developed something known as self-sovereign identity solution PAUS, which is like a lifetime portable identity for person and organization. And this identity is totally decentralized. It doesn't require any central authority. So lastly, I think most of us also come across some organizations that are creating NFT like Land Title Deed, and they're using them as a recognition of ownership of real estate properties. Now to go on to a little bit more on businesses that do not use cryptocurrency or blockchain, but however, they are also benefiting in some ways, and we can see some business trend developing in there. First of all, I think definitely we cannot miss social media because social media do not need to adopt cryptocurrency or blockchain technology at all. However, because many cryptocurrency projects like to operate on certain social media like Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, so these social media are seeing an increase in users and even growth in countries which previously they do not have a presence, they don't have much marketing, and this is simply because like millions of people have to do things like retweet, join a Telegram group, or post, like a post in order to participate in their favorite cryptocurrency project or NFT project. So social media is also becoming the outlet for the cryptocurrency projects to do a lot of marketing, tutorials, and also even sometimes indirectly providing a trading advice. Yeah. Next up, we also see a lot of education, business trends which are developing in the cryptocurrency space. While the education is, you don't need to adopt blockchain or crypto, but because this industry, right, currently there is no cryptocurrency related certification that is globally recognized, and so this is very unlike ACCA or LCCI for accounting. Hence, we see that a lot of major university, coding schools, online academies they are filling the gap by providing their own version of cryptocurrency and blockchain training courses. The quality is very hard to judge though because some of these courses are outdated and obviously there's not much regulations in there for them. And this includes like major universities whereby you can even see outdated cryptocurrencies still being taught. Yeah. So cryptocurrency and blockchain education providers, they exist in many countries and almost all of them provide some sort of certification. I do think that this industry is going to grow with growing cryptocurrencies, and next time we're going to see more of like certificates from multiple institutions coming around. Okay, so to wrap up this presentation, I would like to mention that the growth of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is not going to stop, at least for the foreseeable future. The prices will rise and fall, but the business adoption is only rising. Hence, we will see a lot of new business ideas coming out, and then there will be new business trends that are going to be developed in this space over time. So, thank you very much for listening. That's the end of the presentation. Thank you.
Hi, Li
Hi.
Ren, right? Yeah, thanks for the presentation. I think the crowd has really learned a few things, but right now we do have a question on the floor.
Okay.
So from Chris, right? He's asking, do you believe people will put more trust in NFT in the future? What are your thoughts?
Okay, I think like generally right now the level of trust in NFT is quite high, but it depends on what you're talking about. I mean, if you're just talking about projects, right, you're actually putting trust with the company that behind the project. You're not like trusting the like immutable blockchain network whereby you're the data there cannot be tampered. Yeah. I mean it depends on like which angle you're looking at. If you are gonna trust the technology, yes, the technology is trustable, but for the people behind the company behind all these NFT projects, I think that's a different kind of trust altogether.
All right, I hope he answers your questions, Chris, right? Yeah, I mean, like, from your take, do you think should we trust the product itself or should we trust the people behind the product? I think
Okay.
there are a lot of people have such misconceptions about it.
Okay. Personally, right, just like in every business, right, you almost cannot trust any company or anybody, especially when it comes to like a NFT or cryptocurrency business, right? You can't just write a contract for somebody living in another country and expect somebody and you expect some authority to honor that kind of contract, and some lawyers to enforce it for you, or some police officers to enforce it for you. It's just impossible. So I think that the best solution is simply to, okay, if you are a risk adverse person, right, you simply go with the larger project, the more established ones, and you don't expect a 100x gain, but hope for a 10x gain from there, because like the more established projects, they're more unlikely to have to be trustless, or to be scams. Yeah, or you look for big names, like, because certain things in business just doesn't change, like reputation. So if one VC wants to make sure that this project works out properly, they want to make sure that their reputation stays for the next 10 years doing many other projects, then they have to do it properly and make sure that it's not a scam, it's not a rug pull. So you follow these large names, right? You're probably safer. Yeah, but of course there are a lot of people who likes all these small companies and new crypto projects of I don't like created by one person or one small group. Then I mean that is like taking your own risk. Yeah, because some of them, I think even the codes cannot be really trusted. Yeah, and in fact one of the ways to increase trust is to have the codes audited and see who are the people auditing the codes, because like that would really give some like a real world financial trust, like how companies get audited.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Next
that's my answer
question.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
don't
Thanks
have
for
a perfect
answering.
answer. Yeah.
No worries. I think nothing is perfect, but it's close to perfect. So I think that's good. Yeah. Next question is from Sean. How can transportation service tap on cryptocurrency or NFT for growth?
Okay, currently, right, I think that a lot of, okay, if you have been if you have bought a product from overseas, okay, let's not talk about all these like Amazon.com. If you have ever shipped a container, right, you will know that you need to carry your bill of lading with your inventory list, and then you have to go to the port, like whichever country you are, show them your documents, and then you pull out your container and things like that. And at the same time, right, so think about it, when you are purchasing that container of goods, you basically have to communicate with the other country, the counterparty in another country first, and they have to email you or fax you the document. And in fact, right, if I remember correctly, because I have done it before, they have to actually mail you the original and you can only use that original document to go to the port, show it to the officers, and then they will pull out the container for you. So that is the trade, the structure that is in the current logistic and finance, well, not finance, logistic, the logistic industry, because they also have to make sure that you are the right person to be collecting the cargo, and not anybody that comes with a piece of paper like a photocopy of your bill of lading. So that's why the logistic industry is very interested in this blockchain technology, because using blockchain technology and NFTs, right, to secure all these documents and paperwork, it actually helps them a lot to I mean, there's no perfect solution today, but it actually gives them an alternative, right, to overcome all these paperwork which has been is existing for many decades. And yeah, so it makes the whole process so much simpler. And of course, most of the trades happens, right, they also involve some kind of trade financing, like whereby the banks are involved. So they will have to see that the cargo is being delivered in order to pay the party that sold the goods. So the banks will definitely also benefit from all this documentation, if there is a blockchain involved and the transparency is increased. Yeah.
All right, Ken. Thank you. Is
Yeah.
there any more questions? If not, I'll let Liren go.
Okay.
All right, sure. Thanks, Liren. Thank you for an
Thank
amazing
you.
speech. Thank you for your time. Thank you for hopping on to OG Virtual Expo.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You
Bye.
too. Have a nice day. Bye. All right. On a side note, guys, are you guys looking for some service provider, or are you guys are looking for someone to use your service? If you are, hop on to OG.io homepage and sign up. It's free. It's under crypto base. They use escrow smart contracts, so you guys will not get rug, or you guys will make sure to get paid. Next up, we have Marwan Zilik from Consensus. He's here to actually teach us about building your Web3 business. A brief about Consensus is a market-leading blockchain technology company. They provide solutions such as DeFi for institutions, NFT experience, and enterprise blockchain development. If you guys out there are learning a thing or two about building your own Web3 business, do hear carefully what Marwan Zilik had to say. All right, Marwan Zilik, the stage is all yours.